Hey guys, my name is Ryan and welcome to the Teenage Farmer YouTube channel. So today we're going to be working on seeding our yard. As you can tell, the grass isn't very thick and Dad's been wanting to do it for quite a while, so we mowed it off real short the other day. And what we're going to have to do this is put up a temporary fence over here so that our dogs still have a spot to go outside. So what we're going to do is take a fence and run it from that fence line down there to that pasture, and then run it all the way up to this corner of the house, and then the dogs will have this area, and then they can get around behind the pool and stuff. For the fall, that's where they'll stay, and then we want to seed all up here, all this, and then we want to seed on that side of on the other side of the fence as well. And then out there where that peach tree is and then that other tree is, we're going to seed all that as well. So what we need to do is get that fence put up, and then we're going to take down this chain link fence as well so that we can disc all this up. We have, or till it up, I guess I should say. We have a friend that has a landscaping business, and we're going to borrow his tiller. So it's a 5-foot tiller. It goes on the back of our tractor, so we're going to need to be able to get in here. And we don't have a gate. The biggest gate that we have is that little gate over there in that corner, so we can't get the tractor through there, obviously. So we're just going to take this whole fence line out, I think is what we decided to do to make it easier. So I'm going to get started on this. Today is Monday, and then on Saturday, me and Dad are going to try and get this all seeded and disc up and all seeded. So that's what we're going to be doing today on the Teenage Farmer YouTube channel. Alrighty guys, what I'm going to be using for the fence to separate the dogs off is just these cattle panels that we got, and they're all in pretty smaller pieces because these are just leftovers from old projects, and this is just what we had laying around. So I'm going to splice a bunch of these together to get over to the house, but I think it should work, and I've just got to get them all spliced together where they'll stay standing up. It's pretty much all I got to do. And then I'm just going to use T-posts to just help support it along the way. Oh, it looks like there was a wasp nest up in the T-post driver. Good thing there wasn't any wasp on it. Well, I got a little bit done, probably about halfway, but the next set of cow panels is up over here on this side of the yard, because this spring we ended up seeding this part of the yard over here, and we put these panels up so that the dogs couldn't get over here. So I need to get these taken down, but it's already 5 o'clock, and normally that's when Mom wants us to come in. So I think that's going to have to wait till tomorrow, so I'll see you all then. Well, Dad came home tonight with the tiller, and looks pretty good. Pretty big, so looks pretty nice. It's a King cutter from Rural King, so looks pretty good. He also bought the seed for the yard, and then I guess that's just the PTO shaft to hook it up to the tractor. But we're going to get this unloaded now. We should be able to just get our pallet forks underneath it, and should work pretty well. You're on the truck, so either, yeah. All right. It's the next day now, and I'm back out here, and I just looked at the weather app, and the temperature is 99 degrees out here. The real feel is 108, so I probably won't be out here for very long, but I'm tired of sitting in the house, so I've got to come out here and do something. And I'm going to work on this part, getting the fence taken down on this side and moving it over there like I talked about the other day. I don't know, I think I talked about that yesterday, I don't remember. Anyways, then I got to we want to mow this part of the yard so that we don't have to drive over this, because we also are going to put a little bit more seed down in here in a couple bare spots. So I've got to get the mower in the yard here, get this fence taken down, and then I'll get started on putting the fence back up on the other side of the house. So that's what I'm going to be working on now. That looks pretty good now. I'll have to get the weed eater out to get this spot here and just along the fence, but I'll probably wait till I get that fence taken down. But now I'm going to come back here and finish working on this fence back here. Okay, I got the fence up good enough to keep the dogs in this part of the yard, but it's hot out here, so I think I'm going to call it a day for today. Okay, it's the next day. I'm back out here. It's a little cooler, not a whole lot, but the goal for today is going to be to take this whole chain link fence down, starting here at this corner, all the way down to that corner. So that's what I'm going to try and do, and then after I get that done, I want to get our sprayer and put on the back of the tractor and get all this sprayed and kill everything in here. We're also going to do seed down the road. I think I mentioned that, I'm not really sure. And then also over here, so I'm going to try and get all that ready to be sprayed and try and get this fence down. Okay, I got that top bar apart there. Now I just got to go down and undo all these clips here that hold the chain link fence onto up against the poles and around this top rail right here. So I'm going to try and get that done. There's quite a few, so let's get started. Okay, I got all those removed. Now I got to get the top bar out. Alright, now I got to take the fence part off, but I got the wrong size wrench. There we go. Okay, well this bush has grown through this part of the fence, as you can see. So I've got my chainsaw. I'm going to try and cut it out. It's just battery operated, and hopefully I don't get in the fence, because that will be pretty bad. Okay, I got the fence tore out finally. All laid down, it's ready to roll up. So I'm going to try and roll this up. We'll see how that goes. Oh yeah. Not that bad at all. Hopefully they all go like that. Okay, it's starting to look pretty good. Got the whole fence taken out, and I put it on a pallet there so we can move everything around with the tractor and keep everything together. So now what I think I'm going to do is get the mower out, and I want to mow off all this tall stuff that was growing up in the fence that we couldn't get to, and then I'm probably going to grab the weed eater and weed eat some along that fence as well. So yeah, that's what I'm going to get started on now. So when me and Dad unloaded the tiller, we tested it out and wanted to see how deep it was going, and it wasn't going very deep at all. So if you come around here, there is an adjustment that can be made. As you can see, that bolt, this bolt right here can come out, and it can go up and down, and that will raise or lower this shoe, I think. I would guess is what it would be called. I'm not really sure. And then that lets the tiller down lower or higher, lets it ride higher or deeper into the ground so that it can till deeper. You can get your depth set that way. So it was just barely scratching the surface, so we want to go a little bit deeper. So I'm going to try and figure out if I can get that adjustment made and get it to go a little bit deeper for us. Wow, that's tight. Well, those bolts were too tight for me to get off with that wrench that I had, so I don't think I'm going to mess with that today because I got to get this yard sprayed. And I'm starting to run low on time, so I think I'm just going to unhook it for now, and we'll mess with this later. Okay, I got everything set up. I got the sprayer full of spray and the chemicals, and the sprayer's worked out good for us. We've had it for, I think, a year and a half now, 2 years, something like that. We like it a lot. It's just got this nozzle here that sprays out. It sprays out about a foot past the tire, so it sprays pretty far. And then it's got that hand wand on there that you can get into some tighter places, but it's just it runs off of the battery of our tractor. We took wires here, and we can unhook it here whenever we're ready to unhook, and then the wire runs up and comes up to here where we have this, which is the on and off button, and then we can just unhook this whole thing. And then there's a wire that runs down with these hoses and then goes to the battery, and that just stays on the tractor permanently. So it works pretty good, and I'm going to get started here. I already got a couple spots done, but now I need to finish up. Okay, me and Mom just got back from a farmer. We got some straw that we're going to use after we seed the yard, but we got 15 bales, so hopefully that's enough. I think it should be, and I'm going to try and get it stacked on a pallet here so we can move it around with the tractor. And I forgot to mention that this was recorded on Friday. I didn't do any work out there on Thursday, so it skipped forward a day to Friday. Got that done. I probably could have put these other 3 up on top, but I didn't want to because it was kind of close to the roof, so whenever we're ready to use them, I'll just back it out, and then we'll throw the other 3 up on top of there. But I think that's good for now, so next thing. Well, I got the sprayer taken off the back of the tractor, and I put the tiller back on there, so I'm going to try and make that adjustment on that shoe. So I've got this breaker bar here, and my impact. I doubt the impact's going to do it, so I'll probably have to use the breaker bar, but we'll see. Not a chance. And imagine that. Now it's spinning. There we go. Well, I got this bolt out, but now I'm going to have to loosen this one so that this whole thing can pivot here, because it won't. It's too tight to be able to pivot that, so I got to loosen that bolt some now, and then I think we should be good. Okay, now as you can see, that whole thing is moving now, so I should be able to get this adjusted. Oh. Yep. Well, imagine that. I should have known better. But now this bolt's too tight, so this will not pivot over, and now the hole won't line up. So I've got to loosen this one too. Which probably should have been the first one that I did, but that's alright. Okay. There we go. I'm only going to go up one hole for now, I think, and we'll see what that does. Okay, like anything you do, the second one went much quicker. So, now if you look, you can see that the teeth are sticking out much lower now. So, we'll see how that does. I don't know. I'm gonna just pull it up here and turn it on and do a little bit and see what it looks like. Okay, well that definitely looks a lot better. You can see it's definitely tore up more. This right here is where we did it the other day, and you really can't even tell that it went over it. I mean, you can a little bit, but not very much. But right here, I mean, here's my hand, and it's about that deep, so I think that's probably good. So I think right now I'm gonna leave it there. I think today's Friday. I think Dad's gonna come home from work, and I think we're gonna try and do this or till up the yard tonight. I'm not 100% sure if that's what we're going to do or not. But what I'm going to do right now is get out our smaller tiller and till around just all the flower pots and around the trees and along the fence as well, just so that we don't have to get super duper close with that tiller, because we don't want to get that thing into anything, because it will do damage for sure, and we also don't want to break it. So that's what I'm going to work on now. We'll see how that goes. Well guys, that is going to do it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed, and stay tuned for next week. Next Thursday I will have part 2 out, so that'll be pretty cool. There's much more action in that video. I got some pretty cool shots of the tiller and stuff, and also this tiller here ended up breaking down on us, so stay tuned for that, and I'll show you guys what happened there. But thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss that next video.